FM 91.3, it's Glenn and the Flying Dutchman, living the good life with Standard Chartered Cards. Now we have on the line once again our career strategist from careeragility.org. We have the one and only Adrian Chu.
Hey, hi everybody. How's everyone in the studio doing, man?
We're good.
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us, Adrian. It's great to have you back again. Now, the government has put in place the circuit breaker. It started Tuesday, and almost everyone has to remain in their homes to do their work. It's new for many. Some have already expressed concerns about adjusting to this new way of working, and quite a few people, honestly, are struggling. So if that's the case, how can we prevent this circuit breaker period from becoming a career breaker period?
Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a good question. It's this work from home thing kind of reminds me of my school days when we were stuck in detention class. You can't get out for 2 hours, but this is like going to be 4 whole weeks. So it's going to be tough. But when it comes to working from home, I'm going to be a bit naughty and a bit politically incorrect. Okay, I'm going to say, if you're working from home, you don't have to work that hard, seriously. Chances are there's going to be downtime. Business isn't going to be that great anyway, for most of us. Don't kill yourself working extra hard during this period, because it's a matter of sustainability.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you can last the 4 weeks at a constant pace rather than heightened speed and everything. So you give yourself time off, a little breaks here and there, and you can slack off a little when you can, but don't be high key all the time. Don't stress yourself like before. Take short breaks when no one's looking. But if there's important work to be done, well, be effective, be efficient, focus on the results, not on the effort itself. Okay, so show the results. I think that's more important. Don't be doing things just for the sake of doing things. But it's what we always say as well. If you are in even though you're not physically in the office, be very visible to your bosses and your colleagues when they want info from you. Be very responsive. Don't go off grid totally. So during this circuit breaker period, when you're working from home, you have to ensure that you maintain enough energy and sustain throughout this whole 4 weeks. It's going to be a very long 4 weeks. It's day 2 here, day 3 here already. I'm going half crazy.
Now, Adrian, what seems to be the biggest complaint about working from home so far?
A lot of my clients, I'm talking to them, and the common feedback is they seem to be working longer hours now offline than they were in the office. And I don't know about whether you guys are facing that as well. Are you guys facing that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
For me too.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly, at home thinking about what we should be doing next, and thinking of ways, that we can entertain the audience, different ways of entertaining the audience, different ways of presenting the show, so work is constantly on my mind.
Yeah.
And, I'm so sick and tired of watching TV already. Half the time I'm sitting in my patio just looking out into the sky, watering my plants and just thinking about work.
Yeah.
And jotting down the ideas and stuff like that, so yeah.
It's like before this came into being, I could always go, I'm too tired to go into my office, the other work I do outside of radio. But now everybody telecommutes. So
correct.
There's no running away from it now because, it's so easy to telecommute.
That's no excuse. That's why we are getting this very common feedback now. Everyone's working longer hours. And that's why I said earlier, you have to pace yourself. Watch your hours. Learn how to draw the line. Keep very clearly defined hours.
Yeah.
If your normal work day starts at 9 a.m., for instance, just because you're up at 8 a.m. after you settle the kids and everything, doesn't mean you have to start work at 8:05 or 8:15 or sit in front of the computer. Okay, go for a jog, go for a walk, take some time out, think about things, and start work at 9. I'm also going to be very cheeky here. Once again, I always believe that if customers or if your bosses want to message you for non-urgent, non-important stuff after 7-8 p.m., don't respond. Just wait for the next day. If something is burning down, then if your office is on fire or something, then yes.
Yeah.
Respond, but if it's non-urgent, don't respond, because otherwise it just goes dragging on and on and on and on until crazy. So I've had a lot of feedback about very, very long hours now. So it's not good. It's tough.
Yeah,
I tell you what's damn irritating. Work group chats.
Yeah.
Those are the irritating.
Yeah.
That's what's irritating.
But the question is, here in Singapore, we're always trying to deal with work-life balance. Is that even possible now with the circuit breaker? Because it seems to be more work-life collision than work-life balance.
It is, right? It is, and the work and the life used to be separated physically. Now everything's all jammed in. It's like my wife is trying to cope with my presence in the past 2 weeks just because I was working at home. Now because of the home-based learning, my kids are trying to cope with my presence at home as well.
Right.
And I'm annoying everybody. That's why I'm stuck in my room now most of the time. But when it comes to work-life balance now, when there's no physical separation, you have to make a conscious effort to go out and spend time with the family. One thing I must note is that for our listeners out there who have families and who have kids, kids are all on the home-based learning now, right?
Yeah.
And it right now it's in the fun stage. They're still enjoying I can see my friends on computer. I can go to computer. I tell you, by week 2, it's going to wear on them. And emotionally, psychologically, they might get stressed. My daughter, she's 12. She's starting to feel a bit stressed already from not being with her friends, from getting homework done online. It's more difficult. So spend more time with your family, especially if you have kids. Manage their emotions, manage their psychological well-being as well, their health. And of course, for us, watch our diets as well. Goodness, I tell you, I've been quite naughty in the sense that I've been eating a lot of food I shouldn't be eating.
No, but
you're not the only one. Look at my face now; it's like the moon.
I have to agree with you, Adrian. I have been watching my diet. I look at every potato chip before I put it in my mouth.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things you're looking at, right?
Adrian, last night
400.
I wanted to deliver some tau suan at about 8:30, at night. And when I went on the delivery page, right, I saw tau suan was out. There was no more tau suan. So what I did instead, I went to the fridge, opened up a Coke. I had some ice cream. I put it in a cup and poured the Coke in. I had a chocolate Coke float. And then I went to sleep after that.
Okay. Andre, how's your diet coming along, Andre?
My diet is just terrible. I usually don't eat rice, but now because I spend so much time with the kids, when we're running around and stuff like that, I feel hungry.
How can anyone cut carbs from their diet? No way. Come on.
It's difficult, man.
What's life without rice and bread and pasta? Right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I've got to say though, over the last 4 days, I haven't had rice for the last 4 days, but I have been having a lot of sweet potatoes,
Probably worse.
which is probably worse for you
Nice,
than
okay.
rice.
The way you say you haven't been having rice, come on, FD. You're not like that. You're like the rest of
No,
us.
but
here.
I haven't had rice.
You're like a girl.
I haven't had rice. The last rice I had was on Saturday.
The worst part, you'll be an ugly girl.
Okay, Adrian, with that in mind, do you have any other advice to give our listeners in handling this working from home?
Yeah, I think apart from work, don't get too caught up in the work itself. Feed your soul. You're shaving at least an hour off your day by not commuting to work. So you technically have 1 extra hour a day or 5-6 hours a week extra. What are you doing with that extra time? It's you can either you can waste it on Instagram or Facebook, like what I do sometimes. But go read a book, go for a jog, meditate. Right now, in fact, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber, he's got he's releasing his musicals online on YouTube. Every weekend, one new one pops up. Last week was Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, and this weekend is Jesus Christ Superstar. Mm-hmm. So go watch it. Spend time enriching your soul. Read a book, read a fiction book, things like that. Take this downtime as well to catch up on friends, network with your old buddies, and do other stuff. Don't just focus on the work. And also, as I said, stay indoors. Whatever it is, just stay indoors. Don't go out. Don't party. Don't jalan-jalan at all.
That's great advice. Thank you very much, Adrian. We'll see you again next week. Okay.
Lovely. Looking forward to it, guys. Have a good one.
All
Stay
right.
safe.
That's Adrian
Okay, bye.
Chu. Of course, you can get in touch with him. He is, of course, at careeragility.org. Thank you very much once again, Adrian Chu.
Glenn and the Flying Dutchman. Good times, greatest hits. 1FM 91.3.